Welcome back, YouTube. What's going on? It's your guy Shavon. I'm giving you guys the raw, uncut, no edits to my video. This is no script. I'm just going straight in. So, um, I am a sneaker designer. A life of a sneaker designer. That what I do design sneakers. I go into like different materials. I go into different designs, and I want to present you guys my sneakers that I designed. Um, like almost a year in the making with this sneaker. Um, this is my first actual product that I actually package and the colorway and everything. Um, and so I want to show you guys my sneaker. So this is my sneaker brand. It's called uh, Major Zeal, right? This is Major Zeal. This is the box right here, as you see. You're getting the first visuals of the shoe box that I pretty much designed with my manufacturer. And I designed it over right over across the seas, over in China, and this is the first box design that I ever did in the package. So as you see, it says it's abbreviated MJRZL, with an angel halo on top, because I keep God first. So that's what this is right here. It's Major Zeal right here. Then you always put I always knew, I always had it, right? It says I always knew I had it, basically. So if you can see, it says I always knew I had it. I had it written like a lot longer, but I had to shorten it. So I always knew I had it. Basically, zeal means a passion, doing the act of having a will for God, having a will for your actions, to continue to um, be driving, with your mind, body, and soul. So this is what this is. It's just a passion for Christ, passion for you to keep thriving in Christ. And as long as you have Christ, you're gonna always move like a king or a queen. There be. So that's what that is. Major zeal just stands for a passion. Having a zeal and having the relentless passion for Christ. And so as long as you thriving with that, you could go far. You could reach over mountains. So that's what I came up with the brand. That's why I came up with the brand Major Zeal, as you guys can see. And I also, that's just one side. The one side says I always knew I had it. And then Romans 12 and 11 says don't lose your favor uh, in the Lord. Don't lose your zeal in the Lord. Meaning as in don't lose your passion. Don't lose sight of what you have for the Lord, because the zeal is gonna always overcome. It's gonna always overcome anything negative, anything that's going on in your life. So that's what Major Zeal stands for. Anything that comes over your life, any difficulties, any problems you have, as long as you have that in Christ, you're gonna overcome it. So that's how the shoebox goes. This is the label right here. This is a size 12. I got like more than one size. I got like, here's another box right here I have right here um, with this box. So I have I have a couple sizes left for my shoe brand. Um, and so you can see I have a size 7 and I have a size 12 right here. So this is a size 12 right here, and it shows you the colorway. It shows you the size. It shows you the QR code, and it's called MZ Alpha 101, right? Like God Alpha and Omega. So this is the Alpha. This is the beginning of the brand. This is the beginning shoe of the brand. Um, and so this is Alpha MZ Alpha 101, and so it has a pull out right here. I have a little notch, a little circle piece right here, and then you could actually like take your finger in and you just pull it straight out. Let me show you. You can pull it straight out. This was a little bit difficult because I think I already had messed with the shoes prior to that. So yeah, you can just pull straight out on the shoe like this. Pull it straight out on the shoe like this. And then you got the regular tissue paper right here. And then you pull the shoe out. And you can push it back in. And there's the shoe. Here's the shoe right here. So this colorway, I'm gonna tell you a little backstory on how I started the brand. Is that, you know, I was just sick and tired of just, you know, going after releases, and I couldn't hit anything on the release. I believe this was like 2023. I couldn't hit anything on the releases, so I was kind of like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of these sneakers drops. I couldn't get nothing. All the things being bodied. So, you know, me being an artistic person, I actually know how to draw. I went to school for art and everything like that, you know, designing and doing graphics. So I kind of like took my skills to that, and I started focusing on just doing shoes. I was doing clothes before. I was always doing clothes and doing a clothing brand, but when I came to shoes, it was like night and day. It was like I had to learn a lot. But it was like similar, but I had to learn a lot more into sneakers and learning how to get my molding and how to do things, and you know, translate things over from China with the manufacturer. So I literally designed this shoe. I designed this shoe. Um, I designed this shoe right here, like literally from the upper part, right? So from the upper part, I designed this shoe, and I believe there was the colorway, the shoe that made me like say forget it. It was like the Action Bronson shoe. So if people think about the colorway of what this shoe looked like, it's similar to the Action Bronson shoe. People will say, "Oh well, you know, you're biting off Action," but it's totally different from Action Bronson shoe. I, I, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is a totally different colorway, color shoe, everything. And with this shoe, with the Action Bronson shoe, I couldn't hit on that shoe. So since I didn't hit on that shoe, I was kind of like upset. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make something like that, and I'm just making mine. So that's what this shoe came about. So I designed the whole upper, the whole shebang, the tongue, the laces, the whole design that you see to it. China didn't have a patent to it. China didn't have like a design for me to go off of and just say, hey, you can select this. No, I literally designed this with a sketch, and basically I sketched it out. And so this shoe you see is the same as the lateral, so same as the lateral. And with my shoes different, that you know, you got, of course, you still have the nice suede, the nice brown suede. You still got your nice brown leather. You still have your nice mesh for your breathability, and then you also have a couple of meshes up here. This is a honeycomb mesh up here, and then on the shoe inliner, you have all throughout the shoe inliner. I got this from a good, James Whitaker from I'm Year. So when he came out with the I'm Year shoes, you know, Jordan 3s, 4s, and everything, that's where I got the quilted inliner. So I took that idea and I built upon that idea. And so I was like, okay, let me make that idea mine. And I never seen a quilted inliner on a runner sneaker before, just like I never seen a quilted inliner shoe on a sneaker period from James Whitaker. James Whitaker, you know, brought that process over to an actual sneaker. So yeah, so that was dope. So I was like, yeah, let me take that because that could be real comfortable around the ankles, and it really is comfortable. You never seen a running shoe, and this also have like the branding behind it, so it says Major on the back of it right there. This is also 3M right here. It's 3M right here on the sides. It's 3M right there. And then also on the other side, on the lateral side, is also 3M. So it's 3M on the sides, 3 of them on the back side, and you got your leather. You got your leathers right here, the black leather, and then you have your suede leather right there, and then you also have your honeycomb mesh within the logo. The logo is right there up top. Then you got your your two-tone lace rope laces, and yeah, man. And then I got my logo right here on the back tab as well, and on the insole as well, which I will have to pull out, but it's also on the insole. So I want to introduce you guys to my sneaker brand that I've been designing for like almost 2 years, going on 3 years. It's a nice little process. You gotta like get into it. You have to really design. You really have to put your nose into it. Most people can't design sneakers. I haven't seen too many people started their own sneaker brand. It's very few of us out here with a sneaker brand, and it's a lot of people out here with a lot of clothing brands. But with the sneaker brand, it's a lot more tedious when it comes to designing a sneaker and a process of it too as well. So that's why I think a lot of people don't really deal with having a sneaker brand. So yeah, man. So that's the shoe right here. This shoe also, the mesh itself, it glows in the dark. And when I mean it glows, it glows. I mean, you could go out on a bright sunny day, start going to a like a nice little shadow, and it's gonna radiate your whole foot. And literally, um, I literally sold this to a couple people, and almost everybody that have this shoe, people do ask what this shoe is. I've been getting a lot of feedback from them that's been, people have been wearing it. I still have a couple sizes left, so I got like maybe 12. I got like a 7 through 12 left, and I got like probably about like 20 pairs left. Maybe no, probably a little bit less than 20 pairs left. And man, I'm looking to sell those on my website, so you guys can have that on the description, on the caption, on the description below, so you guys could check that out as well. But yeah, man, I designed my own sneaker. I wanted to give you guys a quick little visual of my sneaker and what made me design it. So I got the blue, the brown, the green. So it's completely different. It's not like an Action Bronson. It's gonna be a different style from Action Bronson. The colorway might seem a little bit the same, but it's not an Action Bronson shoe. But it is inspired by Action Bronson shoe, and that's what came up with this shoe, because I couldn't hit any releases, and then that release right there was like the final release. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna make that shoe the next shoe that I designed, and that was this shoe right here, the runner. And this is before all the runners became hot, at a point where people wasn't really paying attention to runners. So this runner been already a process of mine, because I was already like looking at what everybody was paying attention to, Jordans and everything else, but I was paying attention to New Balances, Asics. I was paying attention to all those brands that had running shoes, and yeah, this is that shoe. So I want you guys, like, comment, subscribe. This is, like I said, I'm a small brand. Man, I'm looking to brand with other people and looking to design with other people. That's the bottom. That's the insole. And so this is the only thing I haven't designed right here, the insole. The insole is something that I didn't design because it's super expensive to design an insole for a sneaker. So anybody that knows that design sneakers, or put in the work for designing your own sneaker, everybody knows that the money of sneakers to design a sneaker is really, honestly, is the insoles. The insoles is really like the heart of the sneaker. Everything else is like really easy to complete, because it's just like clothing. It's like they could sew it, woo woo, and then put it together. Boom, you got your sneaker like that. So, but it's really the insoles that your foot is actually walking on that's really the money that costs a lot. And we talking about, like, if you got an order of like 500 pairs, you got to order 500 different sizes, and each of those sizes you got to like have your quantities ready. So that is a lot right there in itself. So with that being said, like, in the sneaker game, That's why I said it takes a lot more money to actually design your own sneaker, and it's actually more profitable. But you know, if you design a good sneaker, yeah, it could be like this. You know, it could bring in good revenue and build up off. And it's just not like I said, this is something I love to do. I love to design. I love making clothes. I love just using my artistry to do like videos. You know, I do all these type of things, but this is the one thing that I'm actually proud of because I created a product for myself and for families, and I'm trying to make, generational wealth with this product. So, man, this goes a long way of me having my own sneaker and really designing it, and me just looking at it like, man, I really brought this to life. I brought the whole, I brought all of this to life. I brought this whole box and this whole sneaker to life. So it's like I can, like, when I put that to pen, I didn't even know how, when I first was talking to my manufacturer, I didn't know how to actually juggle that. And I was like, man, how am I actually get this off? Like, and then when I first got my first sample, I was like, man, when I got my sample, I was like, geez, that was like off the rip clean. Like, I was like, oh man, they really took from my drawing and really made my shoe come to life. So it's like, that was a dream come true right there in itself. Like, cause I never had my own sneaker. It was hard. Like, I've been doing this for like years, and I've been trying to figure out how to get my own sneakers and clothes and all that. But man, when I really did that shoe, like, it went crazy. So this is the first. This is not the first design. This is one of the first designs I actually made that I want to go public with because of the colorway. But this is the first one. I feel like this is like the it factor when when I designed it. So I feel like this is the MZ Alpha 101 was like, yeah, this is gonna be the shoe. And people said it too. People was like, yeah, I like it. And then, like I said, I got people that's wearing the shoe right now, and people asking them where they could get the shoe. So it's like, hey, but I'm giving them the website and everything. So yeah, this is the shoe, and I wanted to give y'all the raw dog of the shoe. More could go into it in the future. I want to talk more about it in the future. But yeah, I definitely wanted to show you guys my own sneaker and the sneaker brand that I do have, and I do currently still design to this day. Um, but right now we got to get these off, and then once we can get these off, then I could work on my next ventures of sneakers and collabs, or whoever want to collab with me in the future. Um, but man, I thank y'all, man, for watching. Stay tuned for more. Like, comment, and subscribe to your guy. My name is Shavon, and I'm out. Peace.